Hello, McLean FM here, welcoming you to Boys to Men, the Great FM21 adventure where I will try to take the Swedish team, Brommapojkarna from the Swedish third tier, to win the Champions League. And I'm going to be honest with you, I've played quite a few games because things have been going really well, maybe even too good. That's why in this episode, to prevent both you and me from losing interest and also giving us a bit of perspective, I'm going to show you something. Come with me. On more than one occasion I've had this question. So, if Brommapojkarna have the best academy in Sweden and maybe all of Scandinavia, why are they not better? Why have they not had any success? And I don't think there's a real simple answer to this, but the most simple answer is that they've never been given the chance or enough time to actually build something, because every time they develop great players, there are vultures there to take the place away. Top teams in Stockholm, top teams in Sweden, top teams in Europe. They are just too far down in the pecking order to ever get a chance to actually build something great. And that's why they have only had a few short stints in the Swedish top tier. But today I'm going to do a bit of an experiment with you. I'm going to show you the sort of team that I think they would have had if they would have been allowed to keep every player they've managed to develop during the last few years. This is what the team looks like. Kristoffer Nordfeldt in goal. He plays for against Lerbirlici, tough name in Turkey. Ludvig Augustinsson in Germany. Jakob Une Larsson for Djurgården. Karl Starfelt for Rubin Kazan in Russia. Felix Beijmo in Malmö. Midfield, Jesper Karlström, Djurgården. Albin Ekdal in Sampdoria in Italy. Serge Nguali in Hammarby. And then we have the front trio. Paulus Abraham, a young one playing for AIK. Maybe I chose him more for potential. Then we have John Guidetti for Alaves and the big star Dejan Kulusevski for Juventus. Okay, so we will start from bottom to top by actually looking through player by player, starting off with goalkeeper Kristoffer Nordfeldt. He used to be a BP player, now he is against Lerbirlici, age 31. Good keeper, 10 caps for Sweden. Not fantastic, but still really good. In the back four, we have Ludvig Augustinsson, who is the most prominent one. 28 caps for Sweden, 26 years old. Got a lot of great years ahead of him, I think. Going to be a regular for the Swedish national team. Then we have Karl Starfelt. Looks like a decent central defender. Managed to get a move to Russia, where he's doing okay. We have, beside him, Jakob Une Larsson. Good central defender on a Swedish level, maybe could be good enough to secure a move to a European club. Felix Beijmo has been to Werder Bremen and tried it, didn't really manage to break into the first team there, and now he is back in Swedish football with Malmö, a good right back. Jesper Karlström, another one like Une Larsson, very good for the Swedish level, very solid central midfielder. Maybe not as good as the next guy, who is Albin Ekdal, 30 years old, a real Bromma player. Used to have a younger brother in the team as well. At Sampdoria, used to be at Juventus and other big clubs. And then we have Serge Martinsson Nguali, tough name, made a couple of appearances for Gabon, which is really cool. And then we have Paulus Abraham, young 18-year-old who left Brommapojkarna last season, managed to break through AIK straight away, and in real life he has made a move to the Dutch league. John Guidetti, he was going to be the next big thing, but his development kind of stopped and he didn't reach the levels that you thought he was going to do. But this guy looks like he's doing it. Dejan Kulusevski, age 20, already at Juventus and making a mark for himself. So that is the 11 that BP could have had if they could have been allowed to keep their players. This is giving me a bit of a perspective, at least, because okay, this is a good team, probably a team good enough to win the Swedish Premier Division, but as you see, they are far from being good enough to win the Champions League. So we are going to be in for one hell of an adventure to see if we can actually get there. I have a good feeling we're going to get through the third tier straight away this season, but I think that the road will be long and winding, and I love it. But in today's episode, we will play a game. As I told you, we have been doing really well. But today it's time for another fan day. And this time it's against Karlskrona, who are fourth in the table. But look at that league table. We are up top with 8 wins and 3 draws after 11 games. We are 1/3 through the league, and we are 7 points ahead of Sollentuna, who are in 3rd place. This is what it's looked like since you last saw the game against IF Brommapojkarna. We just pummeled over every opponent until we hit a bit of a rough stretch lately. 3 draws in the last 4 games has sort of made our locomotive come to a grinding halt. But we haven't lost yet, and in the last few games we've been okay, but not as great as we were. Against Sollentuna, we got to give Max Schultz-Lotte a bit of game time for the first time ever, one of our youngsters, because this is quite the congested schedule. But I have high hopes that we will go into today's game against Karlskrona, who comes from the Swedish town of Örebro. They are the 2nd or 3rd team of Örebro. That depends from year to year. This is their star man, Anders Limpar. We don't know too much about him because we haven't scouted him. They have a former Djurgården player in Samuel Vauvois as their coach, and they have been doing okay, sort of hit and miss for them. Either they win or they lose. I guess that's the reality for most teams, but at least they won 2 games going into this one. The league table, as I told you, is looking good, and I don't think we need to do that much preparation for today's game. Haglund is slightly injured just as Nilsson and Gabriel Samba Magnusson. Let's try with him anyway, even though he isn't 100% fit. Other changes. Olsson, he will play. Wallenborg comes in instead of Arvidsson. As I told you, I've been having to rotate a bit. Fioretos, I don't love him. And Gustafsson is okay, but not more than that. As I told you before, we're lacking in central defence, but what we're lacking in central midfield, but what we're lacking in central midfield, we make up for going forward. Farage comes in, or do we play Philip Haglund? He's not really fit. We get him on the bench so we can bring him in if we need to. And then we have the diamond in our treasure chest, Jardel Kanga. Here we go. Quite a decent turnout if you watch that stand. It's not a full capacity crowd, and there's no one in the in the other stands. But at least it's better than it was in the first game of the season. I think at least a few people coming to watch, and maybe they watch us going 1-0 down. No, they won't. Karlskrona playing the ball around. Chance for Star Lipovac, but nice save from our keeper. So 3 minutes in. Looks like they are the top team and we are the ones struggling, but hopefully we can turn this around. Time flying, 10 minutes in, another chance for them. If we can't win it, they get the ball into the box, we get it away. But Lipovac 1-0. Oh, thank you, offside there. Okay, so they've been good. Lipovac has looked like he is on fire. A snake full of venom. Hopefully we can get into this game. Here they come again. Where are we? Why haven't we woken up? Lipovac again. Do I need to make any changes or should I just be patient here? I thought that was going to be a chance for us. Maybe it will be. Sandberg Magnusson with it. Gustafsson, Glasberg. We are lacking that creativity in central midfield that I think is important for this type of football. Lipovac comes again. Gets the ball in. Oh. They are dominating us. Why are they doing that? As I said, I think the lack of quality and creativity in central midfield is detrimental to us in certain games when we need to keep the ball. Because we actually play the ball around nicely when we come a bit further up the pitch. Falenius could have the penalty. No, it's not. That was kind of wishful thinking from me, I think. I just want to get back into this game. If they come again down the flank, can we stop them? We do, but only temporarily. Lipovac, he has certainly been man of the match after 16 minutes. You don't win games after 16 minutes, though. But if we are going to keep looking like this, then we're going to lose. Long ball, Christer runs, he's old, but apparently he could run that far and then just give the ball away. Then I think he could have avoided running altogether. But apparently he didn't think that way. Here they come. Oh, considering that they are running all over us, I don't want to go positive either. And I don't even know if it's possible to go cautious or defensive. That would go against everything, I believe. Samba minus on. Quick ball. Palenius gets it into the box. It's sort of our best chance so far, even though it wasn't a chance. We are trying this sort of fast-paced passing football, but maybe we are not technically gifted enough to play it. I'm not sure. Fioretto, Sandberg, Magnusson gets the ball out to Glasberg. Can you whip it in? Can you whip it in, son? Yes, he can. But to no one. We still keep the ball though. Valemori, he is the better one. Farage. Oof. Best chance for us by a mile. Okay, maybe this is a sign that we are getting into this game. I sure hope that it's a sign of us getting better at least. Gustafsson with it. Sandberg, Magnusson. Kanga to Falenius. Falenius! Oh, from no angle whatsoever, we go 1-0 up, and I can't help but feel a little sad for Karlslund, who have been the better team. But nice through ball from Kanga. Falenius. Keeper, you are not supposed to give goals away at the near post, so we take that. We take that. We say thank you, and we take that. So 1-0 up. This feels much better here. Can we build on this? Bit of a pinball situation there. Oh, okay, offside. Here we come again. It seems like we've got a bit of wind underneath our wings from that goal. Oh, close from Christer Gustafsson. I'm not expecting anything from him, if I'm going to be honest. He's literally a central midfield placeholder until we get better players in. Fioretos, Sandberg Magnusson, out to Glasberg. Seems like we need to have it on the other flank if we are going to produce anything. Prove me wrong. Glasberg sends the ball in. It's an own goal, isn't it? Or is it a Kanga goal? It's an own goal. Elof Nelson is the unlucky one, and we are 2-0 up. I feel like we don't deserve it, but as you can hear on my voice, I am very pleased anyway. I take an unfair win. But 2-0, getting close to the half-time mark. Can we do something more? Falenius with it. Raj. Sandberg Magnusson, Fioretos. Out to Glasberg, gets it in. Oh, Falenius. 2 goals in this game. 3rd goal of the season. Nice cross in. Nice tap in finish. Near post again. Keeper, your coach is not going to be happy with you after this game. Oh, nice goal from us. This is the sort of football I'm looking for. Very nice build up, sort of nicely executed, and 3-0 up. We've been very effective to say the least. Glasberg, long ball through. I don't love them, but okay. Falenius is through, and he scores a hat-trick. First half hat-trick. I don't love that long straight ball, but okay. If it results in a goal, then I guess I can take it. I think that going forward, when we have more technically gifted players, then we will use more of this short passing that I'm trying to get them to use. So 4-0 going into halftime was a lot more than I expected or hoped for when we played like 20 minutes and they were just piling on the pressure. Second half then, I think it would be too much to hope for another 4 goals. I'd just be happy if we win this one. I do think it's in the bag, but we need to keep our composure, need to keep our concentration throughout this game. Nice. Happy with this. Just let the clock run out now. Oh, here they come. Can they claw one back? Yes, they can. Disallowed again. Okay, that's the second goal from them getting disallowed. I take that. Just slightly offside. So I don't think they've been the worst team, or not by a margin at least. So it's been down to our efficiency or the lack of efficiency from their keeper, letting in at least 2 goals from the near post is 2 goals too much. So, like in usual FM terms, nothing happening after a goal-rich first half. We're in the 77th minute now. Lipovac, will he get that goal? He's kind of deserved one. We win the ball only temporarily. Here they come again. Nice shots just outside of the post. So they've had 10 shots. We've had 7. We've scored 4 goals. They've scored none. So if this doesn't paint the picture for you, then I don't know what. Very pleased with this win. I can call it now. We are going to win this one. But maybe we need to sharpen up slightly, be a bit more confident when we have the ball than we've been in this game, and keep it for longer periods than we've had. So we do have work cut out for us, but I still believe that we will go through. They will win it 1-0. Very nice win from us, results-wise. And I'm even going to tell the players I'm happy with that one. Okay, so there we go. Good win, which puts us on 9 wins, 3 draws, 30 points. And if we look at the schedule going forward, we have a Swedish Cup game coming up fairly soon. Maybe we'll get back for that one or a little later. We will see. How was the fan day? It was good. Okay, no more fans, but we did well. Let's keep this train rolling and let's praise Falienis. I will see you in the next episode. Bye.